Greetings from the Board of Trustees of the Frontier Cultural Museum of Virginia. Special greetings to all those honorable guests, dignitaries, those from the country of Nigeria, those from different Igbo groups from all over this country of ours and also from Nigeria. Those special guests representing the state of Virginia, our honorable mayor. Greetings to all those current and past board members, the directors, and the trustees. When an endeavor such as this is undertaken, many connections are made. There is the connection of two continents, Africa and North America. There is a connection of two countries, Nigeria and the United States. There's a connection of two states, Virginia and Anambra. If I mispronounced that, I apologize. There is a connection of a small city in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia to cities such as Nashville, Tennessee, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Illinois, Toronto, Canada, cities in California, and numerous villages in Nigeria. But more than just geography, there is a connection of cultures, which leads to a connection of people. So we thank all of those that had anything to do with bringing this long-anticipated, wonderful day to fruition. We welcome and greet you all with open arms and know many connections and friendships shall be made today that shall last a lifetime. Welcome.
And I'm proud to recognize here this morning to bring welcome again our chairperson, the president of the foundation, Mrs. Rish Capps. Mrs. Capps.
I am really honored and thrilled to be here to represent the Frontier Culture Museum Foundation. This is a real honor for me to see all of you here. The foundation is the organization consisting of board members and wonderful staff that raise money, as John said, for the special exhibits here all over our museum, and such as our new exhibit here. We also raise money for school children to bring groups here to tour the museum. Today, all of us in the foundation want to thank you, our donors, who specifically chose this project for your donations of not only money, but time and work on the exhibit itself. It's important today to note, as John said, all of the money raised for this exhibit was by private donations. None of it came from the state of Virginia or any public funds. This community and the people from all over the country, and actually the world, have contributed to the project because our roots were planted from so many different areas. This is an exhibit that is unique in this nation and even the world, and it tells our story here at the Frontier Culture Museum in Staunton, Virginia. The foundation thanks you all for all you have done.
Well, good morning. I'm going to speak to you for a moment from the spiritual side. I'm going to welcome you to a state, a nation that used to enslave you. I'm going to welcome you to becoming brothers and sisters, white or black, foreign or on American soil. And I say that because there are too many of our young people that don't know what happened. There are too many of our young people that don't know that there was a gentleman by the name of Dr. Charles Drew that discovered that blood could be coagulated and saved to save human lives. But yet Dr. Charles Drew was allowed to die on the steps of a hospital because he wasn't allowed entrance into that hospital. There are too many that don't know that Benjamin Banneker designed Washington, D.C. There are too many that don't know that there was an African that fell first in the Revolutionary War. We have fought in every war in this nation. We have been a part of this country since the early 1600s. We are now even accomplishing a greater feat, and for me a great historical feat, in that the city of Staunton, Virginia, in the state of Virginia, in the country of the United States is dedicating a West African village so that everybody can know that the African was here also, that the African contributed to this great nation, that the African will always be a part of this great nation. This is a country that is beginning to evolve so much that they're not looking at black or white or Jew or Gentile or Protestant or Catholic, but that we're looking at the fact that we are all one people. That there was a man named Abraham that was given a blessing. That we are all of that seed of Abraham. A fantastic thing happened to me at the board meeting of this great group last week, and that John asked each of us to go around the room and tell where we came from. Well, the great thing was that nobody came from here. All of us are immigrants. You know, and I listen to people.
Good morning.
Good morning.
In the interest of brevity, I'm going to do something that I rarely do in life, and that is look at notes. Because I'm afraid that if I didn't do that this morning, just the emotion of this day would carry me on much further than I should go. But to our distinguished platform guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to bring you greetings on behalf of Governor Martin O'Malley from Maryland. I know there are a few Marylanders in the house. When I talked to my grandson last evening, he said, "Granddad, did you really drive 3.5 hours to get to that event last night?" And I said, "Yes, grandson, I did. And I intend for you to drive 3.5 hours." I said, "Because I intend to bring all of my grandchildren here to this village so that they can experience a rich culture and not grow up as I did, thinking that my life began and ended in the New Haven public housing project." This gives us an opportunity to understand that your roots extend far beyond that. Yes. But there's another very personal reason why I would represent the governor here today, and I mentioned this last night. On April 28th of 2007 in the city of Los Angeles, the Enrique community inducted me and my wife into the Enrique community of the Anambra State. And they said they were doing it with love, admiration, and an open heart. And that night started my wife and I on an Igbo journey. And I do want to take the time to acknowledge the 3 people who have really committed themselves to our journey. And I would just ask them quickly, Emmanuel, if you would stand, and his wife Patricia, and I think that they're married. These 3 individuals helped to bridge the gap and help educate my wife and me, and I really love you all for that, and I appreciate that. And there is life beyond the project, right? I now know that. But what was so important about that event, as we were inducted, it was a two-way street, because my wife and I had to also commit ourselves to spreading the word about the Unri people, the Igbo culture, and making certain that we did our part to spread the word. And this event today, and coming here today, and now being able to go back to Maryland and talk about this event is a part of our...
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Cha-cha-cha Igbo kwene! Oh yeah, one day neighbor. Cha-cha-cha Igbo mamana! Kwene! Swana! Riene! Mando kakwara. There one. That is the signature of Igbo land. And that is where we do our own greetings. It's from Igbo land. Today, this is a very busy period in Nigeria. For today, the president of the country is going to declare his intention to continue to rule the country come 2011. And those of us in the political arena, obviously, are highly interested in what is happening today. And it's a very, very big sacrifice for some of us to leave that momentous event to come here. But that also shows one of the reasons why Eze Ilomaya could not come here. And also, because of the importance we attach to what is happening today. Some of us also in the hierarchy of Igbo decided that we must be participants in the events of today.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning, or is it afternoon? Yeah, because my Nigerian time is saying afternoon. It's really a pleasure to be here with you. I'm here to represent my governor, the governor of Anambra State, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, who is unavoidably absent. I'm really glad to be here. And my governor asked me to thank the director, John Avoli, who is a very good friend. He's been to Anambra State, and we really did a lot of things together. And we're really happy to see him, as well as the mayor and the foundation members and board of trustees, for all you are doing for our people and this your historical reconnection between the United States of America and the Nigerian state, especially the Igbo extraction. We appreciate your deep sense of history. We appreciate what this holds for our children and the future relationship between the United States of America and Nigeria.